Welcome back to the Citizen channel. We continue our look at the Benjamin Mendy trial. Yes, day 20. Yes, looks like it's been cut short, but I'll go more into that in a moment. We had the lunch break and then nothing's really happened from court, so I'll explain a bit more later on when we finish this off. It's day 20, of course, Tuesday the 20th of September 2022. Bring us up to date. Of course, Mr. Matturie is a bit more involved in the last couple of days of the court case itself. Mr. Mendy, 28, is accused of 7 counts of rape against 4 women, 1 count of attempted rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The offences are alleged to have taken place at his Cheshire mansion between October 2018 and August 2021, related to 7 women in total. Mr. Matturie is co-defendant from Eccles, Salford, is accused of 6 counts of rape and 3 counts of sexual assault related to 7 women. Judge Stephen Everett resides at Chester Crown Court, and my thanks again to the Manchester Evening News timeline for this court report. Went ahead or started after the weekend break at 11:04 a.m. The jury was brought into the courtroom, about to be played a video recording of a police interview carried out with woman 9. Yes, I've not heard from woman 9 before. She accused Mr. Matturie of sexual assaulting and raping her on the same evening in April 2021. In the video footage, a 17-year-old girl tells the police officer she went to Mr. Matturie's house with one of her friends in April of last year. She says that during the course of the evening, the group had a few drinks and she had been speaking to one of Mr. Matturie's friends. She says she fell asleep in a spare room at about 5 a.m. and woke up about an hour later and found someone trying to have sex with me. The woman says she was half asleep at the time, but says she was kind of okay with it, as she believed it was the man she had been speaking to. She says she asked the person if they were okay, but they did not respond. This woman tells the officer that then she noticed the man had his hood over his face. He didn't talk and walked out of the room, she adds. At that point, I realised it was not him. The woman says she ran out of the room crying and confronting Mr. Matturie. She accuses him of pretending to be someone else. She says Mr. Matturie called her a liar and she later left the address and went home. The police officer is now asking woman 9 more about the moment Mr. Matturie allegedly sexually assaulted and raped her. The woman says that when she woke up, she was laying on her side and someone was spooning her from behind. She says she could feel the man touching her vagina with his fingers. He then climbed on top of her and inserted his penis into her vagina, she says, or she alleges. His head was on my shoulder, so I couldn't see anything, she tells the officer. I was thinking it was the other guy. When the man failed to respond to her asking if he was okay, woman 9 says she realised his clothes were different to the man she thought she was with. Asked how she felt when she realised it was someone else, she says, I was like, what the hell? I got my clothes and ran out. She says she later sent Mr. Matturie a text message in which she asked, why the F would you do that to me? The woman says Mr. Matturie told her, I don't know what you are on about. She tells the officer she then accused him of pretending to be the other man and having sex with her. He said he was confused, then I removed him off Snapchat, she adds. The woman says she was drinking cans of Coke on the night of the alleged sexual offences, but may have had a shot. She explained she had known Mr. Matturie for about a month at the time and believed he was a friend. She had never spoken to Mr. Matturie's friend until that evening, and nothing happened with him, she says. At 12:12, the trial took a short break while some technical issues were resolved. 1:37 p.m, the jury was shown video footage of woman 9 being cross-examined by Louis Sahar Matturie's defence lawyer, Lisa Wilding, KC. Miss Wilding asked the woman about her decision to go to Mr. Matturie's apartment in Chapel Street, Salford, on the evening she accuses him of sexually assaulting and raping her. The woman says she and a friend went round to the address in the early hours of the morning. They then played the card game Uno with Mr. Matturie and his friend. Miss Wilding asked the woman whether she had stayed at the apartment before. Woman 9 says she had done so on one occasion a month earlier. Miss Wilding then asked the woman whether it was her idea to stay at the address on the evening she accuses Mr. Matturie of raping her. You asked Sahar if you could stay overnight, didn't you? The witness denies this and says Mr. Matturie had told her to go up to the spare room after she mentioned that she was tired and sleepy. Miss Wilding asked woman 9, are you trying to make out that Mr. Sahar was persuading you to stay? I never said that, the witness replies. Miss Wilding suggests to the witness that after she went to the spare bedroom, the man she had been speaking to came and said goodbye to her. Not that I recall, says woman 9. Miss Wilding adds, you knew full well the person you were having sex with was Sahar, didn't you? The witness denies this. The witness denies that she was wide awake when Mr. Matturie had got into bed with her. Ms. Wilding says to her, I suggest Sahar got into bed with you and said he was tired because he needed to see his daughter the next morning and you started to touch him. No, I don't remember that one bit, the witness replies. I know that did not happen. You were touching each other's bodies and you started to touch his penis, suggested Miss Wild. Woman 9 denies this. You then took his boxers off and he got on top of you, Miss Wilding adds. That did not happen, the witness replies. Miss Wilding continues, you knew you were having sex with Sahar? No, the witness replies. It lasted for about 15 minutes and you wanted to have sex with him, added Mrs. Wilding. You encouraged him. No, I didn't, the witness replies. You were talking to each other during that sex. You heard his voice, didn't you? Woman 9 denies this. Woman 9 is being asked about an email she received from a company called Compensation Experts in May of last year, a month after she was allegedly raped and sexually assaulted by Mr. Matturie. Ms. Wilding KC asked the woman whether she had researched compensation in relation to Mr. Matturie. No, the witness replies. I don't know exactly why I signed up to that, to be honest. Concluding her cross-examination, the KC asks, you have deliberately lied about what happened that night, haven't you? No, answers woman 9. Then at 1:59 p.m. the trial was adjourned for lunch and was expected to continue around 2:30 p.m. But as at 5 p.m. this evening, as I'm recording this, there's been no further report from the courts. There has been further stuff from the case. I will obviously add that to tomorrow's report for the Wednesday, the 21st of September 2022, and with the continuing this Benjamin Mendy and Mr. Matturie trial. Leave us your comments, please. Be much appreciated. And please, if you are new to the channel, you can press that subscribe button, press the bell notifications. Be very grateful, of course, and of course, any appreciation shown would be very much appreciated. Thank you very much, and leave us your comments. Until we meet again, please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.